11th, we continue our work in trigonometry, and in this today we are going to work on some specialty ratios of special angles like sine 15, cos 15, tan 15, sine 22 and a half, cos 22 and a half, tan 22 and a half, 7 sine 7 and a half, cos 7 and a half, tan 7 and a half, and tan 11 1 upon 4. After that we'll do some more about 18 and 36 and 72 and 54 also. So first thing is simple. If I need to calculate sine 15, it could be written as sine 45 minus 30 degree. Why? Because you are aware of the value of sine 45 as well as sine 30 or cos 45 and cos 30. So we can express sine A minus B in terms of sine A cos B cos A sine B. How do we write sine A minus B? I'll be writing sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. These angles are necessary to calculate because I need to calculate 7.5. 7.5 is half of 15, so I need to know that. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2, cos 30 is root 3 by 2, minus cos 45 is 1 by root 2, and sine 30 is 1 upon 2. So it will become root 3 upon 2 root 2 minus 1 upon 2 root 2. I can write this as root 3 minus 1 upon 2 root 2. This is the value of sine 15 degree. This is the value of sine 15 degree. This is important. This should be, we will write it down because we will be using it while calculating 7.5. Similarly, if I want to calculate cos 15, then it will be again cos 45 minus 30, and we will be using cos A minus cos B, that is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. In sin A minus B or sin A plus B, we told you always the combination will be sin cos cos sin, and whatever is the sign in between, whatever is the sign in between will be the sign in between here too. But when it comes to the question of cos, cos A minus B will be cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. The sign will also change here in between, and combinations will be cos A cos B and sin A sin B. Cos 45 is 1 upon root 2, cos 30 is root 3 by 2, sin 45 1 by root 2, sin 30 1 upon 2. So it will become root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2. So this is the value of cos 45. Now at the other end I will write down the value of sin 45 cos 45 because I will be calculating tan 45 also. So here I will write sin 15 is equal to root 3 minus 1. You have to remember these values. You must remember these values. Root 3 minus 1 upon 2 root 2. Cos 15 would be root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2. And if I need to calculate tan theta, tan 15 can be directly calculated by dividing the value of sine 15 degree by cos 15 degree. And that will come out to be root 3 minus 1 upon root 3 plus 1. It will come out to be root 3 minus 1 upon root 3 plus 1. Because both the denominators are 2 root 2, they will cancel with each other. So you'll get the value of 1015 as root 3 minus 1 upon root 3 plus 1. So we have been able to calculate the value of sine 15, cos 15 and tan 15. I calculated these, though they are very simple values, I calculated these values because we'll need them when we will be calculating sine 7.5, cos 7.5 and tan 7.5. Now let us calculate the value of sine 22.5. 22.5. 22.5 is half of 45. So we will be using that. You know very well that cos 2 theta is 1 minus 2 sine square theta. It is also 2 cos square theta minus 1. It is also cos square theta minus sine square theta. Every time I'm writing all the three formulas so that you also write it every time and you remember it. It is very important. For the time being, I'm going to use the sine square as well as cos square when it depends. So if cos 2 theta is 1 minus 2 sine square theta, so 2 sine square theta will be 1 plus cos 1 minus cos 2 theta. 1 minus cos 2 theta. I'll take cos 2 theta to that side, it will become like that. Or sine square theta will become 1 minus cos 2 theta upon 2. Suppose the value of theta is 22.5. If theta is 22.5 degree, so 2 theta will become how much? 45. You double this angle, it will become 45. So sine square 22.5 degree, theta, I have to calculate sine 22.5. So I am calculating sine square 22.5 is equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta, that is cos 45 upon 2. Now cos 45 value, I know what is the value of cos 45. That is 1 minus 1 upon root 2 upon 2. When you will solve this, you will get root 2 minus 1 upon 2 root 2. This is the value of sine square 22.5. Now I am going to remove this by multiplying it by root 2. You can multiply numerator by root 2 and here also by root 2. What will you get? You will get root 2 into root 2 will become 2 minus root 2 and this will become 4. Because 2 root 2 into root 2 will become 2, 2 2s are 4. Now it is sine square 22.5 degree. I will calculate sine 22.5 degree. That means I will have to take the square root of that side. So square root will be square root of 2 minus root 2 upon 4. Square root of 4 and it is plus minus. Always square root is plus minus, but we are taking only plus sign. Why are we taking plus sign? Because 22.5 is an acute angle and it will be in the first quadrant. And in the first quadrant all angles are positive, so we'll take positive sign only. We'll take only positive sign. So it will come out to be 2 minus root 2 upon 2. Because the square root of 4 will be 2. So I'll write here sine 22.5 as under root 2 minus root 2 upon 2. What did I do? I used the formula of cos 2 theta. Cos 2 theta is 1 minus 2 sine square theta. I brought 2 sine square theta this side, 1 minus cos 2 theta. Sine square theta will become 1 minus cos 2 theta upon 2. If theta is 22.5, if theta is 22.5, 2 theta will become 45. 2 theta will become 45. So sine square 22.5 degree will become 1 minus cos 45 upon 2. The value of cos 45 is 1 upon root 2 and when you solve it, you will get root 2 minus 1 upon 2 root 2. I just remove this root 2 by multiplying root 2 and root 2 in the numerator and denominator. I got 2 minus root 2 upon 4. When I took the square root will come only, we'll take positive value because in the first quadrant all t ratios are positive. So it will come 2 minus root 2 under root 2 upon 2. The square root of 4 is 2. I have written the value of sin 22 and a half there. Now let us calculate the value of cos. We know that cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta minus 1, or 2 cos square theta will be 1 plus cos 2 theta, or cos square theta will be 1 plus cos 2 theta upon 2. If theta is 22 and a half degree, that will imply 2 theta will be 45 degree. It will be 45 degree. So it will become cos square 22 and a half is equal to 1 plus cos 45 upon 2. 1 plus cos 45 upon 2. Again it is 1 plus 1 upon root 2 upon 2, and it will come out to be cos square 22 and a half degree will come out to be root 2 plus 1 upon 2 root 2. Again I am going to multiply numerator as well as denominator by root 2 to get it 4. So root 2 into root 2 will be 2 plus root 2 upon 4. And now I will take the square root because I have to calculate the value of cos 22 and a half. So cos 22 and a half will be plus minus. When we take a square root, I will take only plus sign because I told you this is going to fall in the first quadrant, and first quadrant all t ratios are positive. So it will be 2 plus root 2 upon 2. So the value of cos 22 and a half, I will write down here, cos 22 and a half will be root 2 plus root 2 upon 2. Now, how to calculate the value of 1022 and a half? Divide 1022 and a half degree will be sin 22 and a half divided by cos 22 and a half. You will get 2 minus root 2 upon under root 2 plus root 2 because denominators are same both. So it could be written as what? 2 minus root 2 upon 2 plus root 2. Again it is positive because it is in the first quadrant. Now I need to rationalize it. Rationalize means if it is 2 plus root 2, I will multiply the numerator as well as denominator by 2 minus root 2. What will happen is 2 minus root 2, the whole square will become, and it will become a plus b into a minus b. So a square minus b square. So what will you get? Actually 2 minus root 2 whole square, when you take the square root, you will get 2 minus root 2. And here what will you get? 2 2s are 4, 4 minus 2 is, because it is 2, 4 minus 2 is 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. So this is 2 minus root 2 upon 2, upon root 2 actually. Because 2 2s are 4 minus 2, it will be root 2. Again we are going to multiply, or if you divide each individually, 2 by root 2, 2 by root 2 minus root 2 upon root 2, what will you get? You will get root 2 minus 1. You will get the value as root 2 minus 1. So the value of 1022 and a half, 1022 and a half degree will be root 2 minus 1. So I have calculated 6 trigonometric ratios. Actually, when you have got sine 15, you can find cosec 15 by reversing the value 2 root 2 upon root 3 minus 1. When you have got cos 15, you can calculate the value of sec 15. Sorry. We can get the value of sec 15 by reversing, because sec is the reverse of cos. So 2 root 2 upon 3 root 3 plus 1, and opposite of 10 or is cot 45, 1 upon 10 45, so root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 minus 1. Similarly, sine, you just reverse, you will get cosec, cos you reverse, you will get sec, 10 you reverse, you will get cot. So all the values are there, all trigonometric ratios are there. Once you've calculated sine cos 10, everything is obviously calculated. Now let us calculate sine 7.5, cos 7.5 and 10 7.5. We are going to use the same formulas. Cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus 2 sine square theta, or I will say 2 sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta. 1 minus cos 2 theta. Now question is, if our sine square theta will be 1 minus cos 2 theta upon 2. If theta is 7.5, if theta is 7.5, like here, I want to calculate 7.5. So 2 theta will become how much? 50 degree. 2 theta will become just the double. So sine square 7.5 degree will be 1 minus cos 15 upon 2. I have already calculated the value of cos 15 there. You can see what values of cos 15 I have calculated. Root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2. We had already calculated. So it will become what? 1 minus root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2 upon 2. You simplify it. What will you get? 2 root 2 minus root 3 minus 1 upon 4 root 2. Because 2 root 2 and 2 will multiply, you will get 4 root 2. I am going to multiply numerator as well as denominator by root 2. Let us do that. Let us multiply. If I multiply it by root 2 and multiply it by root 2, what do I get? 2 root 2 into root 2 will be 4 minus root 6. Root 3 into root 2 will be root 6 minus root 2 upon 4 into 2, 8. 4 into 2, 8. Now, this is 7 sine square 7.5 degree. I have to calculate sine 7.5 degree. So that will be square root of this. Square root of 4 minus root 6 minus root 2. And when you take the square root of it, 4 2s are 8, so 2 root 2 it will remain. 2 root 2 it will remain. So this is the value of sine 7.5. Seventh is sine 7.5 degree will be under root 4 minus root 6 minus root 2 upon 2 root 2. This is the value of sine 7.5. Similarly, I'll calculate the value of cos square. How? I'll just show you. What we are doing is cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta minus 1, or 2 cos square theta will be 1 plus cos 2 theta. If our cos square theta will be 1 plus cos 2 theta upon 2. If theta is 7.5, so 2 theta will become 15 degree. 2 theta will become 15 degree. Let us put the values. Cos 7.5 degree will be equal to 1 plus cos 15 upon 2. The value of cos 15 we have calculated as root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2. So it will become 1 plus root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2 upon 2. It will become 2 root 2 plus root 3 plus 1 upon 4 root 2. 4 root 2. Again we can multiply it by root 2 and root 2. We will get 2 into root 2 will be 4 plus root 6 plus root 2 upon 8. And when you will take the square root, I will take only plus sign. I am going to take only plus sign because 7.5 is going to fall in the first quadrant, and in first quadrant all t ratios are positive, so it will become 4 plus 6 plus root 2 upon 4 root 2. So this is the value of cos 7.5. Cos 7.5 degree will be 4 plus root 6 plus root 2 upon 2 root 2. And for tan 7.5, you have to divide the value of sin theta by cos theta. You simply divide the value of tan 7.5 will be divide the value of sin 7.5, that is 4 minus root 6 minus root 2 upon 4 plus root 6 plus root 2. So we got tan 7.5. We had to calculate 10, 11, 1:4 degree. That is one of the special angles of T ratio. We know the formula tan 2 theta is equal to 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta, which also came from tan A plus B. Tan A plus B was tan A plus tan B upon 1 minus tan A into tan B. In place of B, we replaced it by A only. So tan A plus A becomes tan 2A, and tan 2A was 2 tan A upon 1 minus tan square A. In result that if I have written theta, so tan 2 theta is equal to 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. Now theta here is half of this. I want to calculate 11 is to 1 upon 4. So 10, 2 tan 11 1 upon 4 upon 1 minus tan square, and it will be 11 upon 4 will be equal to tan 22.5, because this angle will be double. If this is theta, it is 2 theta. So double of this will be tan 22.5. We have already calculated the value of tan 22.5 in previous exercise, which is root 2 minus 1, which is root 2 minus 1. So in place of tan 22.5, I'll write root 2 minus 1, and tan theta I'll write it as x, 2x upon 1 minus x square. We cross multiply. Root 2 minus 1 into 1 minus x square is equal to 2x. We multiply these two brackets. Root 2 into 1 is root 2. Root 2 minus x square minus 1 into 1 is minus 1, minus into minus plus x square, and 2x is transferred to this side. We get minus 2x is equal to 0. Now here is term x square, here is term x square. We take x square common, it is left 1 minus root 2. 2x has got only one term, minus 2x, and constant is root 2 minus 1, so plus root 2 minus 1 is equal to 0. Now what I did was, I took minus sign outside here to make it the same, 1 minus root 2, to make it into root 2 minus 1, I took it like this, minus x square I took out common, it becomes root 2 minus 1 minus 2x plus root 2 minus 1 is equal to 0, so that these two terms become same. That will be used later on when we will say 4AC. When we will use 4AC in that formula, A is this, C is this, so they will become a square. Now I change the sign, minus becomes plus, x square root 2 minus 1, minus becomes plus, and plus becomes minus. It is a quadratic equation. It is a quadratic equation, and we solve quadratic equation by the formula x is equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Here b is the coefficient of x, which is 2. A is the coefficient of x square, which is root 2 minus 1. And constant is c is minus under bracket in the bracket root 2 minus 1. We substituted the values here, minus 2 plus minus b square is 4. Minus will become plus because c is minus. So plus 4 root 2 minus 1 into root 2 minus 1. The use of that changing was that it should become same. It will be easier for us to square it. We could have multiplied, there is no problem also, but root 2 minus 1 square becomes easier. So it becomes minus 2, and out of 4 here and 4 here, I took it out common, so it will become 2 because it goes out of under root, so it will be 2. 1 plus, when I square this, I get this, root 2 whole square minus 2 root 2 plus 1. A minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So we get here, 2 is here, 2 is here, 2 is here, that will cancel. Minus 1 plus minus, when you open it out, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 2, 4, 4 minus 2 root 2, 4 minus 2 root 2, minus 1 plus minus 4 minus 2 root 2 upon root 2 minus 1. Now again we are going to remove this root 2 minus 1 from the denominator by multiplying, rationalizing it. I'll multiply the numerator as well as denominator by root 2 plus 1 and root 2 plus 1. Now what will happen? Root 2 minus 1 into root 2 plus 1, a minus b into a plus b will become a square minus b square, and root 2 whole square will be 2, 1 whole square will be 1, so 2 minus 1 will be 1, so there will be no denominator left. That is the use of doing this. Now root 2 minus 1 will root 2 plus 1 will multiply with minus 1, so minus 1 minus root 2 plus 1. When I'll take it inside the under root, it will become a square. Obviously it is outside, so when I take it inside, it will become a square. We calculate the square, multiply them, and finally what do we receive? What do we get? 4 minus 2 root 2, this you get. You multiply, certain terms will cancel. 8 root 2, 2, 4 root 2, 2 root 2 will combine and 4 will be there. So it becomes minus root 2 plus 1 plus 4 plus 2 root 2. I am taking plus sign because we told you that 11 and a half, 11 is to 1 upon 4 will be positive. It will be in the first quadrant. So this is the value of 10, 11 is to 1 upon 4. This is a whole exercise actually. You can do it, and if you can remember, that will be the best thing. You may remember all these formulas because they will be used later on in trigonometry.